watching the Sinky Daddy Show. Sinky Daddy.
Do you think that professionals are just guessing?
I guess it depends on what we're calling a professional. And
like, do you think your doctor could just be winging it?
Yeah. What are you talking about? When I had strep 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. The whole fam came and we all waited like 2 hours at the walk-in clinic I had white in the back of my throat.
She always has strep because she's addicted to, when we go out to eat, she licks the tables. She can't stop.
I bet you think that, I don't know where these dad jokes are coming from, that you're like, oh, you know what, this will get them. No, but we went to the walk-in clinic. I very obviously had strep. They're like, we're going to swab you. And I'm like, okay, you're going to swab me. It's going to come back negative. This happens all the time. I have strep. And they're like, well, no, we swabbed you and it came back negative. So the best you can do is go home and take ibuprofen. Went home, took ibuprofen for a day. And then I went to a different walk-in clinic. They're like, whoa, yeah, you totally have strep. You tested negative, but you totally have strep. And I got antibiotics. So, like.
You know what I think they really do? And maybe they do. If there's any doctors watching, which I highly doubt. I know my audience really well. Mm-hmm. Doctors don't watch me. Doctors don't watch my stuff. What are you going to say? How many doctors do you know?
I was about to tell you, I know so many doctors. All of my friends from high school became successful and became doctors.
Sorry about your loss.
No, not boyfriends.
No, I'm just saying, like, sorry that it didn't happen for you.
No, this is way better.
This is better than being a doctor?
Yeah, I would never see my doctor husband.
What?
And what are you talking about? They work like crazy shifts. So not only do
I would much rather be a doctor.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You would not rather be a doctor.
Here's why I want to be a doctor. Well, I would rather be a doctor.
I know it's going to be something that doesn't make sense. And you're like, I didn't think that.
No,
far
I'm
ahead.
serious. And this is what I was going to say. If there's any doctors watching this or married to a doctor or something, please confirm or deny. I really think that doctors, they meet up with you, they hear everything, and then they go and Google Google this shit in the office.
They do.
Like, my patient is blah, blah, blah. And I think this because I've been on Reddit forums specifically for medical doctors, and there's stuff like this.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Like, I can't figure it out. Can somebody help me? It's like, whoa, that's scary.
I'm sure, especially like the younger generation of doctors. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they do.
Oh, they got to use ChatGPT. We bring it up every time, but there's no way they don't.
I think
my patient's bleeding from his nipples. He's bleeding milk. Should I? Okay, something's wrong with me.
That's the first thing you went to. Yeah, something is wrong with you. But no, first of all, back it up. You would not rather be a doctor than this cushy-ass job that you get where you can sleep whenever you want and take a nap and go to Starbucks when you want. Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, no, that's just like a bold-faced lie. But yeah, I bet doctors Google stuff, but I think where they don't is like if you're like a really seasoned doctor and like a specialist. They have a specialist for everything. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Can I tell them about our specialist that we have?
Well, we don't have the one I'm thinking of. We don't have him.
No, but we have to go.
Do you know what I'm going to talk about?
The podiatrist dentist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we're on the same wavelength.
We're
the same person.
In our little town, next to a Waffle House, there is a podiatrist dentist office, and it's like a picture of a foot and like a picture of a tooth, like together. And I
want to go there just because I'm a foot guy.
He has to be too. Has to be like some husband-wife duo.
What if it's the same guy? What if he went back to college for? That's what my prayer. I'm praying that's the case.
What do you have up here today? Did you not switch it?
No, I have a movie up here today. I just wanted to put my iPad up here so we can try to stay on track today.
Okay. Well, the stand is just. Anyway, this is terrible.
Was it killing you?
This is killing me.
Okay, this isn't a fucking studio production. We're at home.
What about my drinks?
Your
my
drinks?
Diet Dr. Kelp. Anyway. Yeah, I do. I think
is this a SpongeBob reference? What was that?
Diet Dr. Kelp?
Yeah, what is that?
What do you think that is?
SpongeBob reference?
Yes.
Okay.
Stupid.
It was either that or The Office.
Why would you have Diet Dr. Kelp?
She's only seen two things in her life: The Office and SpongeBob.
It's not
Anyways,
true.
go
Everything
ahead.
else just sucks. specialist. Because
Oh yeah, foot, tooth. I want to go there because I love feet.
I bet he would fuck you up. Because
Oh my god, I thought that was going in a different direction.
no, because he don't Google stuff.
No, that place looks
And-
like it's been there for 50 years.
Looks like it's been there. He's past the guy that does it has to be 100 years old, and we don't know that it's one guy that does both. But we can dream.
That would be dope.
Yeah, that way you could imagine he's a foot doctor and a dentist, but he uses his feet to do your dental work.
That's some shit that I would say.
Yeah, I would pay. I
would love to
I
book
would pay
a
for you to
double
go there.
appointment where he moves from your feet to your mouth. You know what I
What do
mean?
you mean? No.
Done with your feet. All right. And he moves right into your mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought mine was funnier.
Oh, mine wasn't a joke. You
Yeah,
try to be funny. I mean, that's the problem.
That's the joke. It's a podiatrist dentist that you get in the
But you probably
the
wouldn't
stinky
get
toe hands.
an appointment on the same day, obviously. I'm saying that would be cool if you could.
There is never anybody there. What do you mean a same day appointment?
But why would you need your feet and teeth done on the same day is what I'm saying.
Why would you ever need to go to one office for those two different things?
I don't know.
I don't even know what it's called, but it's like podiatry and dental. It's just really crazy. Anyway, I'm sure he is very knowledgeable about some stuff, but I would be so afraid to go to the dentist there.
Okay. Well, he might be the only person that knows his job. But to stay on topic, welcome to the Stinky Daddy Show. We didn't say welcome.
Oh, the Stinky Daddy Show.
Oh, do you want to have
Is
it?
this our AI
People really
scene?
liked our AI thing.
Okay.
Everyone hated it until they saw us jump through the window.
Okay.
Are we doing something this time?
This time you got to spin me like a little tornado, like we're dancing.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes. So we're here.
We should be. Oh, we got to go like this so the camera can see us.
Grab my hand.
Hold your hand.
And I'm going to spin.
All right.
And I'm spinning. Here
Okay.
I go.
Okay. I did it already. I did it.
Okay.
I did it.
And I've just erupted through the ceiling.
I would never do that to you.
And then we got to keep matching outfits today.
My wife is trying to match every episode.
Not
This might
match.
probably be the last time that we match because it's getting too expensive. Actually, all the other outfits were free. I only paid for this outfit.
This
but-
is our first outfit that we paid for.
Yeah, but it was still expensive. These were like $40 each. Target is a ripoff. Anyways, stop. We have to stay on track this episode. Stop it.
I'm out of breath from doing that little spin.
Telling you gotta do something with your life. The movie up here today is Carrie. If you're over the age of 40, you've seen it. Classic. I only picked it though because my aunt's name was Carrie.
Speaking of names, Sissy Spacek.
That's the girl. That's the main.
Sissy.
Yeah, her name is Sissy.
Imagine your name be like, come here, Sissy.
At least it's a woman, not a man.
Why does the last name sound familiar? Isn't there another man? Does she have like a brother?
SpaceX? I don't know. Because the other one,
Who am I thinking of?
you're
There's
thinking of
some-
Spacey.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
I was gonna say there's some creepy person. in
Kevin
Hollywood.
Spacey.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't know anything about it, but I know that there's something wrong with it.
I mean, I think let's not get on that. That's
Okay.
that's nothing to do with Kevin Spacey. Has nothing to do with this episode. House of Cards was brilliant, by the way. Until I found out that he did crazy stuff. But anyways, I digress. Good show though.
You know what? I'm not a show person, and I thought it was a good show.
You saw it? I feel like you would hate that show.
I think we watched part of it together.
Oh, so slow.
Yeah, but I like the drama and the story building.
Well.
Like they're like 45-minute episodes, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I remember them being long and me being like, okay, I'm done. But
I stopped watching after they killed my TV show crush. Kate Mara. Look her up. I haven't seen her in anything since. Maybe they really pushed her into that train. Anyways, that's very niche. Oh, thanks, Flyboy. I'd give you a shout out, but I'm gonna have to cut this out.
What happened?
I don't think Flyboy watches the podcast, otherwise I'd give him a shout out.
What did he
He just said he hopes I'm doing good. He's one of my moderators.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, he drives a Tesla. Yuck! What? This episode, if you didn't catch it already, I know we've been derailing, is about, I'm just fascinated by, as like an adult who's not really an adult, myself, you know? Obviously I'm an adult. I'm bad at adulting.
Yeah, you're an adult, and you don't like to do it. You don't want to
I'm an adult. No one likes to do it, right? But I'm an adult that is just bad. I'm bad at it. I've always been bad at it. I was bad at it. I'm always bad. I've always been bad at it. I don't know why. Right? There's a lot of people that are bad adults. They're just like loser adults, right? You would call them, I suppose.
No, I wouldn't group you in there.
Really? Yeah. Well, that's because I've gotten lucky. That's all it is. That's the difference.
We know a lot of loser adults like the...
They just haven't gotten lucky.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, so this episode's about us, or at least me, realizing that nobody's qualified for anything. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some people that are like, really got their shit together. I think they're just really good actors.
No, like...
Don't name anybody, because I hate having to, but maybe if you can give examples, you know. There was a couple people at your old job that I was like, nah, gotta be acting. No one's this
slow, right?
No, I meant like there's a couple guys over there that I'm like, damn, they're fucking good. Like these are real adults.
Oh. Yeah, but you're talking.
But do they go home and like take off their mask and like set it on the table? You know.
Okay, so just for some clarity, I worked at a insurance call center. You do not have to have any sort of brain to work, like to get that license. And I'm don't get me wrong, I'm sure that...
Yeah, you do, because I don't think I could have worked there.
You couldn't have worked there because of the environment, but like the actual job, you just read a script. It's a call center. You read a script, people say yes or no, you sell them the insurance, and like that's it, right? Anyway, anybody can get that. Anybody that has $60 can go get that license to do that. That's the only barrier to entry right there. You don't actually have to know anything. You read a script.
Some of those guys make like $500,000 a year.
More.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a beautiful thing, right? Like,
yeah.
You don't have to be super smart. You have to be a good sales guy, I suppose.
Yeah, and
you got to have a silver tongue.
Not even. And then, you know, I think that you do, but it's just like... I think people that are passionate about something, like, find it. Like, for example, we've toured some schools for our daughter. The director of one particular one, it's obviously exactly where she needs to be. Do you know what I mean?
She's great, yeah.
Fantastic. Like, 100 out of 10. So...
Yeah.
That person's not faking it.
She's always been like that, right? Like she was probably like 16 years old, running for class president or some shit.
Yeah.
Like I could see that.
Yeah. So
Secretary of Treasury in high school or whatever, right?
That's exactly where she needs to be.
You can keep going.
Oh, I was just saying that.
I'm just making an excuse to fart. Like I'm over here like fixing things to act like I'm not farting, but.
We're stuck in this room together. Your fart's just going to fill the room.
No.
Was it a stinky egg fart?
Are you a stinky egg fart?
That's all that you do is stinky egg fart. Sometimes I'll walk into a room and like...
Okay, so... Too long didn't read.
Some people who are passionate, they end up right where they should be.
Right, and they're actually qualified for those jobs.
Yeah, because they want to be there.
Now, does that lady go and, smoke crack when she gets home? You don't know that. Actually, that doesn't make you not an adult.
Are we talking about being an adult?
I don't know what we're talking about.
You're the one who came up with this.
We're talking about being because I still feel like a teen. Like
okay, that kickflip has you thinking crazy.
The kickflip took it like a year off of me. Like I used to feel like 17, now I feel like 16.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You really
Probably
feeling
took a
yourself.
year off of my damn life expectancy too. I was really trying to land that sucker.
I know, we saw.
Anyways, so you don't agree with me then?
There are so many people that don't even have their like frontal lobe developed that are like out there doing things. There's like 35-year-old people that don't have like their frontal lobe like fully formed.
Yeah. What about me? Do you think the frontal lobe? What is the frontal lobe in charge of?
Like I think like decision making and stuff. Let me look.
Oh, mine's not developed.
Let me tell you exactly, because
Mine's not developed.
I am.
Mine's cooked.
Okay. Frontal lobe, it's right behind the forehead. It's the largest lobe, critical for high-level cognitive functions, voluntary movement, language productions, and emotional control. It manages executive functions, planning, decision-making, and problem-solving, alongside personality expression, social behavior, attention, and yeah, that's it. Behavior, personality, executive functions, thinking, organizing, planning, problem-solving, decision-making.
Okay.
So, like, you know, it's like what happens is like, you get a tattoo at 18 and you think it's a good idea because your frontal lobe hasn't like fully formed. And then you get to 30 and you realize, man, getting this American flag eagle all the way across my back wasn't a good idea because I don't like it now.
I don't think that's that. That's just, I mean, even as adults, our tastes change over time.
Yeah, but like when
I've gotten tattoos as adults.
Yeah,
just
but-
one on my leg that I never got finished because I was like, what was I thinking? Like, it's too painful, and why would I do this?
Okay, so like, but I'm not talking about you getting a little tattoo. I'm talking about something like my sister does, where like she buys one of those tattoo sleeves off Amazon, and then the next day she's like, I'm gonna go get my whole sleeve done. I'm gonna like.
I think that's like ADHD or something though.
That like the idea that you can just wake up and go get a whole sleeve done in one day, and it doesn't cost that much money. Like, it's just that like airhead shit that like it's just like you don't think too much about it because there isn't a thought there. Does that make sense?
Nope. There's not a thought here.
Yeah, but you have like the critical thinking skill to know that like
You know how I came up with this topic, which is groundbreaking. What a groundbreaking topic. No one's ever thought about this before.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a lie.
I know.
This is a very probably contested thing. Anyways, my mom had me at an early age, guys. And very recently, I realized that I am the same age right now as my mother was when I was graduating high school. And I remember that year very well because it was like when I was just very, very there, obviously. I'm 17, 18 years old. And my mom was 35. And I remember how I thought of my mom at the time. That she was like, she knew everything. Like she was an adult. And I didn't think of the number 35 as young as I think of it now. Now I think like 35-year-olds still don't really know what the hell they're doing. You know, you're lucky if you even have a house at 35.
And
You barely know how to, this happened just now to me. Like, how the hell do I put insurance on this new addition to the house? Like, do I have to call my insurance company? Like, I don't know. I'm just not a good adult. What is
I
it?
have a hair, but I can't find it.
I barely know how to file taxes. Wait, all right. Wait a second. I gotta get my wife's hair.
There's something. It's not in my eye.
Oh, I see. It's a pink's hair.
Oh, no, I couldn't
See?
find it. Oh, okay. Thank you for trying to hand me my cat hair that was in my eye. Like handing it back to me like I had lost it instead of just
Here you
like.
go. Don't lose it again.
And I think so when you're a kid, because like yeah, you're 17, you're 18, you're still a kid, you're still like.
And my mom was so serious all the time.
Okay, but the thing is like you're raised to believe that like your parents are always right. And I think it's a hard,
Specifically in my culture.
and I think it's, well, and like white people culture too. Like,
What do you mean by white people?
anyway,
You don't get offended enough.
that, not by you.
No, I'm just saying you gotta start pretending to be offended too about white stuff.
I'm not.
I know, but
Anyway,
white people know what I'm talking about.
no one knows what you're talking about. Let me please spit out this one damn sentence.
Okay.
Everybody, when you grow up, you believe that your parents are right because they're older than you, and they teach you stuff. Your parents teach you stuff, and you don't fact check your parents. Especially us back in the day, we didn't have smartphones, we didn't have Google, we didn't have all this
definitely
stuff.
fact checked my parents.
You do into like your 20s, but not.
But what I didn't do was like listen to what they said and then thought about how their actions did not represent what they were they were saying.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Had I thought about, wait a second, they're telling me this, and that, and I'm like, they don't practice this themselves at all. Like,
That's what I'm saying. You just take it. You just take it in.
Yeah,
and then,
if this information was accurate, they would be doing it.
Yeah.
Why aren't they doing it?
So, at some point, you have the realization that your parents are stupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well, not all parents are
not
stupid.
all parents, but you have the realization that your parents are wrong or can be wrong, and it's not like they mean to be wrong. I think it's just generational, right? Like,
I don't think it's generational. What it is that they're human. They're like, we don't realize as kids that they're also figuring, like, this is their first time. They're
this is their first time being parents too.
Yeah,
like,
they're just figuring this shit out, right? Like us. It's
their first time being
we
35.
were absolutely clueless.
Yeah.
When we first had her and stuff. So.
And I think every parent tries, like, we're trying to be better than our parents, and then that's the hope. And I'm sure your parents.
Yep.
Were trying to be better than their parents,
and they were.
Yeah. So they're trying to teach you things that maybe their parents didn't teach them. Like, and yeah, maybe they're not doing it themselves, but like they want you to do better, right? So, I don't think that they do that on purpose necessarily, but like my parents told me some really weird stuff that just like would have never ever been true.
Was there a moment that you can remember, and it's okay if there isn't, where you realized that your parents were improvising?
It wasn't that they were improvising. Like, it happened to you. I think yours just happened about 15 years later than mine, where I realized that my parents were just cooked.
Your parents were older than mine too, though. Well, your dad was.
Your dad and my mom are the same age.
Mm-hmm.
So, 15 years ago. Oh, for me, 20 years ago, almost. 20 years ago is when I started to realize, like, my parents are cooked and my parents, like, aren't the same. And, they had potential to better themselves, right? Like, everybody has the potential to better themselves, but they chose not to, right? And so, yeah, around 15, I stopped really listening to anything because even at 15, I knew stuff wasn't right.
This is kind of deep, but I'm wondering if it's true for most people. At least for me, I felt like there was a point, maybe like 7 years ago, where I started mourning who I remember my parents as. Mm-hmm. They're still alive, but
drastically different. That's what I'm saying. They get really cooked. Not everybody's parents.
Not everybody, right?
Yeah. Look,
I mean,
we have so many friends that, like, they have such capable families and, like, capable villages of people that will drive 5 hours across the state to come see them for their kid's birthday party. They show up for everything.
That doesn't mean they're not cooked, though, because I know a couple that do stuff like that, and
yeah, but the effort's there.
The effort's there. That's cool, but I'm saying cognitively, something happens around that 60 years old where I think there's like a significant aging degradation or whatever. And then sometimes we've seen it happens way earlier because of somebody's lifestyle choices.
Yeah.
And genetics plays a role as well.
Yeah.
So.
And then like women, obviously menopause can happen anywhere in between. And
Yeah, I think what comes out on the other side of menopause is it could be anything. It could be all over the place.
yeah. So I think that
I've heard it can also be crazy good. No, I really have. Like that the wife or whatever comes out of the other side like
any person.
a little feral in a good way. You know what I mean? Whereas where she was actually pretty dormant before. So, I mean, obviously that's not common.
He's been getting way too many menopause videos.
My
on his
whole
FYP.
Instagram is menopause, women's menopause, and it's actually weird because it's a lot of men making the videos and they're joking about it in the videos, and they just have like sit in the corner, watch your wife get railed by the neighbor energy, and it's just like, well, this is so strange. Like,
I hate seeing men make content about women and women make content about men, but women, I feel like, don't often do it about men, right?
but the men that make this content, it's pro women. It's like these are feminist men, and it just makes it weirder to me. I would rather them just be
and the thing is,
sexist.
what bothers me about that is that like this is someone like I'm sure that maybe they've had like a spouse go through menopause or something, or maybe if there's some sort of like health professional, yeah, I can see that. But if it's just someone's like posting about women's sob story, I think that's weird. Like, don't you know what I mean?
if it's a medical professional where they're showing some sort of skit to show like what does happen through menopause, right? Like where a woman's overstimulated more often than because her hormones are irregular, and obviously she doesn't want to be touched or whatever, and then they're showing a skit or whatever to like illustrate that and promote awareness. But the stuff I see is like just couples acting out these anti-husband skits, and the husband's along for the ride, and I'm like, so weird. So weird.
So it's
like,
a skit. It's not like just some dude talking about it.
I've seen that too, but a lot of them that I see is the husband and wife doing a skit showing how much she hates her husband. But he's in on the skit too, because she's going through menopause, and it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, yeah, that's really funny. You haven't got laid in 6 months, dude. Like, hilarious.
Yeah, I
Like, why are you helping her make this video? That's so weird.
yeah, I don't know why anyone makes any weird video and puts it on the internet, right? Like, think I scroll on TikTok and I can find my FYP on TikTok is
So
a
good.
doozy.
We would have the best podcast if all we did was we had the TV right here
and we watched
and we airplayed your thing and we just watched everything and just reacted to it. The problem is we wouldn't make any money, and our channel would just go to shit because of people's content.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Eventually.
I don't need to share my FYP with everybody.
Oh, it's sick.
It is so good.
It's sick. Be like 800-pound dudes in a thong on there just farting on pillows and then getting pink eye. It's just the craziest thing. Your FYP reminds me of what I think Christina P's FYP looks like.
Yeah, I feel like she and I would be friends.
I don't think so. I think she'd hate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you would love her.
Yes.
For hating you.
I'd be obsessed with her.
Yeah. You'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, she's so evil.
And the thing is too, I don't think that I have a strong personality. I think I'm rather dull and lackluster,
What?
especially around like other women.
I don't know why I said it like that. That sounded like... I don't think you're lackluster at all.
No, like when it's you, like I have fun
Around
with
other
you.
women?
Like if I have to, like be around it, like with the exception of our sisters.
You know why I think you're probably lackluster around women? Because you're aware enough to not be one of those women that's like tries to be the center of the room and like how good her life is. It talks about how good her life is and how smart her kid is. Like you're aware enough to know that No one likes that shit. And so I think you just settle in and just
I try to read the
boring,
room.
essentially.
Yeah, I try to read the room, but I just want a friend that's like, because
I don't think so.
Because I want to be like, but the thing is, you know how like you're like, oh, what if I say the wrong thing? I want a friend that like I can't say the wrong thing.
No one cares if you say the wrong thing.
People totally.
Oh, you mean like off the internet?
Yeah, like I'm hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hanging out with like, you know, there's one of my girlfriends that I don't really have. Let's just make up this imaginary girlfriend I have that somehow our kids get along and I don't hate her guts, right? I just want to be at the park and be like, wow, the hairs on my butthole is growing back from my wax and it's so itchy.
Oh,
and her
yeah.
being like, oh, me too, girl, same. Like I don't want to like.
I have a wart on my asshole.
Like, oh, did your husband ever get pimples on his butthole?
Oh my gosh, I have one right now. It's really painful.
Anyway, but like that, like I don't want to have
I
to.
haven't complained about it because you said that it's an ick when men complain.
I've never said that.
Oh, I know it. You showed me a video of a woman saying that it was what an ick it is. Like that's her biggest ick when the husband is in pain. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
and now I try not to be like, because I'm just like, oh, okay. I didn't know that this was an ick when a husband's hurt.
no, because it was just that video that was funny because he had like a splinter or something and he was just like making a big deal. Because men, you know, us women, us dainty little women are, I'm tougher than you, honey. What you want me to say? You get sick.
I found out why that is, and I
And-
told you, and you don't believe me.
Tell
And
me.
you can look it up, and anybody here can look it up, please.
Tell me.
Men, they physically feel worse if they get the same sickness because the higher testosterone level you have, the worse the effects are of whatever, like cold or fever, or whatever, flu, whatever. This is true.
Okay.
And there's a
What about
connection between.
What about men that have crazy low testosterone? Like, you know what I mean? Think about once upon a time when you had low,
But still,
and you did the same thing. So no, this is not an excuse.
no. Even men with low testosterone, you're still talking about their testosterone levels are way higher than women. Period. Regardless, your testosterone level would have to be like 20. Yeah, look up. Is there a link between testosterone levels and like feeling more sick? How do I word this? But yes, I looked this up and it's true.
15 to 70.
What, women? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even a male with low testosterone you're talking about 200 if they have low testosterone. So I'm telling you, you feel I don't know why, but it has something to do with testosterone.
Yeah, but women's testosterone fluctuates too, like depending on the cycle.
I'm just saying there is science behind why men feel more sick and why they're whiny babies when they get a cold.
Levels, so total testosterone ranges from 15 to 70. Levels can increase up to 40% at mid-cycle. So in the mid-cycle, which is ovulation, that could be well up to like 120.
Mm-hmm.
We know men that have 120.
I'm just saying. Since you're looking at stuff that I'm not even talking about here.
I'm talking about testosterone. Women can have high testosterone.
Women in general do not have high testosterone. Women in general
women that have PCOS.
have a fraction of men.
Women that have PCOS.
Women in general do not have PCOS.
A lot of women have PCOS.
This is silly, honey. I understand what you're trying to do. Most women do not have PCOS.
Okay, but what I'm telling you is women's testosterone fluctuates. Yeah, so right before we get, like when an ovulation happens, like halfway through the month, we peak testosterone. And then I think we have a testosterone dump and like a progesterone. I don't know what all the hormones are, but yeah, we have like a spike and then a dump.
Okay, this is straight from Google, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Higher testosterone levels can make cold or flu symptoms hit harder in men by suppressing the immune system's initial response. While estrogen boosts immune defenses, high testosterone can lead to weaker immune responses to infections and vaccines, causing men to stay sicker longer and experience more severe symptoms. This is from Stanford Medicine.
Okay.
But obviously no one ever talks about that. They just say men are weak. When they get a cold, they're fucking laid out. And there's science behind why. It's because they have 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, sometimes 5, 6, 7 times the testosterone levels that women have.
Okay. Now.
No one's arguing that women aren't stronger. Yes, men could never give birth to a baby.
What I'm saying is, depending on where the woman is, the woman might feel more sick just because.
Sure, if the woman is mid-cycle, her period, obviously period comes with a whole other slew of, can a man survive a period every single month? No, because we're whiny babies. But in terms of, they actually feel sicker if you both get the same cold or flu or whatever, the male feels sicker. I'm just saying the average regular testosterone level man.
Okay, yes, understood. Now, riddle me this. Because we had some sort of viral infection first, like the sore throat and stuff. Mine always doubles down. I get a viral infection and then something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I had 2 things wrong with me. You had 1 thing wrong with you.
Okay.
And you were.
Okay. And my testosterone's also through the roof.
But I'm just saying, like, I could have had a broken leg, strep, and whatever viral infection we had. And you would have been like, oh, I can't get out of bed today.
No doubt. I get hit by stuff really hard. I'm one of those guys. That's why I looked into it.
Yeah. Anyway, not a huge ick, but it's just like you get a splinter or something. I'm not talking necessarily about like.
So the ick, and let me back up. The ick that I was talking about, I understood her point. Her point was her ick is men that like are hurting around the house and they're like, right, my back, my neck, whatever. Her ick is not necessarily that. It's the fact that they don't get checked out and they still keep complaining about
I was just gonna
that
say
pain
that.
for a long time. It's like go to the doctor, like fix yourself. Don't just complain about it every day.
I have a story about this.
What?
You got really sick for like 2 weeks. Throat hurting, stuffy nose. Weeks.
2 months.
Weeks.
It was over a month.
Okay, weeks.
Yeah, weeks.
And all you did was complain about how sick you were.
Yeah.
Like that whole time.
Yeah, and I didn't go get checked out or nothing.
Nope.
Right up until like almost 2 months.
Do you want to tell them what happened?
I don't remember quite what happened, but you do.
It's in the back of your throat.
Oh, my uvula?
You know how like people's uvula is just like
fucked up uvula.
It's like a dangly little circle. It's like a little. His is just the nastiest, shakiest, floppiest, stringiest little triangle.
If there's any doctors watching, my wife thinks that there's something wrong with my uvula.
There is. I think you went to the dentist and they told you.
For those of you guys that have like a GED or didn't even get that, it's the punching bag in the back of the throat. Mine's not a punching bag. Mine is just like
an icicle.
It's like a string that just hangs all the time. It just like I don't not hangs. It's like it just looks like one of the
like a stretched out balloon or something.
No, it just looks like it's dying.
It looks sick.
Yeah, even now, like it's just always like that.
Like it's just like all wiggly and stuff. Like it's not stiff.
And to get back on track about like important people being just people, when I went to the doctor, I was like, so there's something wrong with my uvula. He was like, what's wrong with it? He was like, with a flashlight looking at it. I'm like, I mean, it looks like something's wrong. It looks like something's wrong with it. I was like, maybe take a harder look. And he was like, it looks fine. It looks normal. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, I've never seen a uvula like this ever.
This guy's lying on this.
This guy's lying. This guy's not a doctor. There's no way.
Okay,
Ugh.
but it,
Just thinking about my own uvula makes me shake.
oh, you haven't seen it like how I have. I have to look
I
back there
have seen
sometimes.
it. I have seen it.
It's
I'm very concerned
really
about things
disgusting.
going on with me.
I know, but just me. And you know what? When you were sick, this pissed me off, and I know it pissed you off. You hawked up this nasty, bloody loogie into the sink, and you said, "Oh, come look at this." And I said, "I'm not going to come look at it," because at this point, I think you and I were both feeling icky.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm not going to come look at it." Like, no, please come look at this. Like,
I was concerned. I
No,
wanted you
I'm
to
not.
make like talk me off this cliff. I thought I was looking at cancer. What I was looking at
I don't care.
was so bad.
So sorry.
I can't even describe it here because people will get sick.
Anyway, you had already guilt tripped me into looking at your uvula, and it like had scarred me and scared me, and I was not going to look at any other gross shit that you were going to make me look at.
Yeah.
So, no thanks. I know you got mad because I thought you were just trying to show me something cool, but you were actually concerned, and we were just bickering at each other.
I remember being furious. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember being furious that you were
So I was
furious.
like, my wife doesn't care about my life.
I remember thinking like, he's mad that I didn't go look at his nasty shit.
My head's gonna fall off. Look at this block of cheese.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways.
I guess it depends where too, because like I don't know if everyone knows where you went for that appointment, but it was at the VA, and VA is notoriously
What appointment?
when you went to go to the VA.
No, I went to a real doctor. Okay,
Wow.
that was mean to the VA doctors. No, I went to private care. I went to I can't say, but I went to a real one. We've never been there. I paid out of pocket like $300.
We've never been there.
We've never been there. To get my uvula checked out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You went by yourself to go to the doctor?
Yeah, I went by myself.
Huh. I thought you went to the dentist.
Nope.
To look at that. Okay. Anyway, you finally went to the doctor. I think you got some
They gave me some meds.
meds that you
But
didn't end up taking.
I didn't end up taking them. Yeah.
That's the type of shit that pisses us off.
Well, actually, yeah, I didn't end up taking them because I went home and I looked them up, and it was like these meds, like you shouldn't take them with my current medication. I was like, okay, like you can, but it's really hard on your liver or something.
Anyway, VA is obviously somewhere where you would get fucked up, like your vasectomy.
Oh yeah.
They really fucked you up, huh?
Yeah.
So it's just
I
like
got no dick. They cut my dick off. No, I got a vasectomy, and it hurt for like 16 months, like a year and a half later, or whatever that is, 18 months.
Yeah.
But I had friends go to like private doctors, get a vasectomy, and they were clapping their wife 2 weeks later.
Oh, sooner than that, I think.
And me, still a year later, it was painful.
One of them was like on a 10-mile run 4 days later or some shit. Like,
What a superhero.
but there's also people, not that we're shit-talking anybody, but we know people who have, not knocking this, I just want to make that very clear, an Associates of the Arts degree in nursing, and they're an RN.
What if your sister sees this?
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, what a crazy degree. And she could be the best nurse.
At least she has a degree. My wife doesn't have a degree.
I don't have a degree. But for the things that I want to do, I don't have to have a degree. You know what I mean?
What do you want to do?
I'm just saying, if I had any passions in life.
I don't have to get a degree because I don't like anything.
No, I like a lot of stuff. And like, if I thought that I really needed a degree to do anything, it's a lot of artsy-fartsy stuff. We know somebody that's getting a degree in piano.
Oh, yeah.
To open a piano studio.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking, we don't think you need a degree for that. Like, just.
I don't think you need a degree for anything with arts, almost.
Yeah, like, could you go to school for music producing? Sure. Or.
I was talking about this on my stream. Let's say you go to school for like 6 years, you get your master's in audio engineering, blah, 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 because you want to be a producer. And then, so now you got a bachelor's, you got a master's, and you're going to get your first gig at like Columbia Records, whatever, you're applying and you're like feeling really confident. And then you're going up against some 20-year-old named Kanye West who has no degree. And you're like, okay, I got this. No, you don't. Probably not. You probably don't got
and
this.
Think, after 6 years, guess what? You could suck.
And Kanye didn't have access to the internet at that time. Like, didn't have access to YouTube so he can learn how to, like, you can learn anything on YouTube.
Yeah, nowadays.
YouTube has made way more subject matter experts than college.
Yeah, there's like whole tutorials on how to fix your car.
Obviously trade school, but I mean, YouTube has really, there's no excuse.
Also, there's some things that that can't be taught, like
Brain surgery. Oh, you mean that can't be taught on YouTube? Brain surgery.
No, I'm just talking about in school in general. For example, you will never, ever, ever, under any circumstance, have patience like I do.
Right.
I don't care. I can't even think of a medication they could give you.
Yeah, I could have went to school for 20 years to be child developmental, whatever, right?
Yeah.
It would be pointless. I can't work with kids.
You cannot de-escalate our child.
Nope.
Our child gaslights you. You fall for it every time.
Nope.
Every time.
I could probably, this is true, I could probably de-escalate like a real hostage situation.
No, I don't think you could.
A hostage situation?
I would not be able, like, you would be like, well.
I could. I'm so good with like people and talking to people and I mean, that's literally my entire job.
Yeah, I don't.
Reading people.
Yes, I know, but I don't think you're good with difficult people. And
I think I am.
A lot of those people are like unruly kids that like they already have their mind made up.
No, I can't. No, I'm not saying. I'm saying decent adults.
Okay.
In a hostage situation on top of a building.
Okay, you cannot pick here. You know.
I'm just saying, like,
something you do have patience for is special needs adults. Mm-hmm. Like you'd be great at some sort of Special Olympics type.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah. So, like, I don't think, like, I think adults though, like, I don't think you could do what I did.
No.
Like with the kids.
No.
I think that you would have more patience. Obviously, just because you've had the hands-on experience before.
You know, it's something that I don't care if it's Harvard or whoever the best school is, no college in America could give an individual a like social media marketing degree. Like it could be the best Ivy League school ever. Social media marketing degree that would beat me in a job, in a run for a job, even though I don't have any degree. That, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would never happen. It would never happen.
Yeah, because I think people think that this is just like your first go around.
I'm just saying, in general, like any YouTuber with any sort of success, not just YouTuber, but like social media. I mean, somebody who's done it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like before all this, you had an Instagram called. Can I say it?
No.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to say the TJ.
No.
Anyway, you had an Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You have a shirt.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was great. You know what I mean? Like you marketed something completely different before you marketed yourself. Like,
right.
Yeah, and then, you know, people don't also know you did like a little clothing.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, but there's so many facets to this industry.
Yeah.
You can't teach that. You can't teach it in school. You just simply cannot. You have to live it.
Yeah.
And fail.
Yeah, and I think part of that is like you have the experience of the algorithms, but the algorithms are always changing. Like you, like if you can't like keep up.
My channel can't show cleavage, apparently.
We're gonna see if our feet. We have our socks on.
Yep.
You want to show our socks? Show your
Oh
socks.
yeah, we got
goosies.
We got geeses.
Yours is raincoats. What's mine wearing? So like a French maid?
It's a sloot. She's wearing some sort of apron. She's got cake in her hand.
Oh, it's a little.
When it should be in her butt. I don't know. Our daughter's been calling me Goose once in a while, and it's really.
Our daughter called him Doofus for the first time.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy.
About to ground her for a month or something.
I'm ready.
Do you think that on the topic of adults not actually being adults and they're just like acting or whatever, and we're all like 17-year-old versions of ourselves. Do you think what about the people in charge? Like the people in charge of America, for example.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
I'm just saying, are they 17 years old too?
Don't even get me started on that.
Or are they the only adults?
Don't even get me started on that.
Why?
I have way too much to say on that.
What are you going to say?
That you're going to have to cut it all out.
I would love to hear what
That everybody...
a 5-foot white blonde woman without a college degree from Wesley Chapel, Florida has to say about the reptilians.
That they're reptilians, okay? Everybody's sundowning. Everybody is doing this weird money grab shit that like everybody is just somehow so severely incapable and like somehow does not understand the consequences of their actions in like any sense and are just so out of touch with reality and the American people. So
I don't know anything you just said, but I'm not going to cut it out. That being said, do you think that they're like just pretending, or are they adults?
no, I think that there's people, especially people in charge, that like they don't care what they're doing. They don't care about the implications. They're just there for them, right? Because think about the people at the top. They're at the top. There's nobody up there.
Honey, are they adults? Or do they walk into their house and like take off their adult mask and put it
They
on
are
the counter?
not adults. They don't wear a mask. They literally just have shit for brains.
Okay.
Yeah. They shit in their brain and then it goes back down. And they shit into their brain and it goes back down. It's just like a revolving shit door.
Okay.
And I think that goes for a lot of places.
Know.
Like think about think about places where you've worked.
When I was in the army, I'm telling you, there was some people. They were few and far between, but there was some people that I was like, "Oh my god, this is a real adult. That's crazy. Like this is a real human."
The military,
being.
I can see being a little bit different, but think let's say 3 bosses up from you, shit for brains.
In the military?
Yeah.
No, like those are like they're
What about their boss?
still. It's like, I mean, I'm not saying everyone, but like those are the guys I'm talking about. That you're like,
You're talking about people like
your wife is so lucky. You must handle everything. You're like an actual adult.
I'm talking about like your friend, the one.
Oh, 100% mask. At work, I mean, he was like, oh my God, like he won Army Soldier of the Year across the entire Army. Like there's one, he got it, right? Like this is the guy. And yeah, that was one of the people that I was like, oh my God, this guy is like an American hero. Like this is a superhero in real life, you know? And then I hung out with him and stayed at his house and we hung out, skateboarded. I would never have imagined of him on a skateboard. I just thought that he like poops out American flags, you know? And no, he got home and he was just like 17 years old. And I was like, holy shit. That's, I think, where I really was like, wait a second, my whole life, because I was only like 22, my whole life is a lie.
Yeah,
Adults,
you could still be a fun person, but that's like the dichotomy of just the military, I think, right? Because like, you can't go to work at the military and be like, and then have everybody respect you and listen to you.
I don't know. That's a lot of those guys.
Because if you're the cool,
and then they go home and beat their wife.
If you're the cool boss, right? Like if you're like,
I wish I could beat you up.
Oh, your hair's out of reg. That's fine. You're cool. Just don't do it again, man.
There's a lot of guys like that.
I know, but then like obviously,
no one respects you.
No one respects you, and then do you get promotions if no one respects you?
No,
and like, right?
They don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have to be like that's a little bit different. That's like somewhere you have to be respected. But somewhere else, like let's say my old job, look at me. At work, I will do everybody's work I work so hard. I'm here to work hard for everybody and make everybody's. And
Go home and you're on a ladder out here pouring 13 gallons of milk on me as I laid in the grass for a music video.
yeah, but
The good old days.
But also, look, I like never got a promotion. I was the front desk girl forever.
And I told you you're going to stay there.
Yeah, and I,
Because you're good at your job. It's always like that.
yeah. I'm not saying I was perfect at my job.
You know, it would be hell to move you up and pray that this next person that you're going to train has a quarter of the self-initiative that you have.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen.
but-
They would go through 20 employees.
But the woman that was at the top of that company, who I was just so enamored with, like took me under her wing so I could be mini her, right? Because guess what she was? She was my job, like, I think it was 9 years earlier.
Yeah.
And I had already been there 5 years. And it's like halfway through and I'm not even up the ladder.
It's not the same. And it was even easier to do stuff to climb like that 25 years ago, right? Like that's just the nature of...
I think if my business had still been... It was a small family business that got bought up by a big corporation. If it was still that small family business, I could see me scaling. When it turned corporate,
I don't think that would have been possible because of the years that we're in. Like, it's very hard to climb these days in anything. YouTube too.
We're talking about. Think about how long that was. That was like 2019 to 2024. So I mean,
it was hard then. I imagine that right now, it's almost impossible.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
with the way that job security is, and
I can't even imagine jobs right now. I remember when I moved here.
Do they even pay you enough to pay the bills?
Yeah. And I think that's why people rely on the social media stuff. And you know how, like, you say, do people come home and go like this?
Yeah.
Think about social media. Like, you're a little different. Like, this is like one of our conversations that we're having at night. This is just our little chit chat session.
I mean, the nature of social media is literally this, though. That's the job.
Everything's a filter, trying to push some makeup product that might give you chemical burns on TikTok, and you don't care because you're just trying to make commission to have a side hustle to provide. And
that's the job.
I know, but
almost everyone on social media is like this.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to.
No, I don't have the energy to do this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to. I just think people in general aren't interesting enough.
I just left my mask on the desk. All right, I'm going out. I'm going to say some stupid shit to random people outside. Hopefully they don't record me and put me on the internet and talk about what a jackass I am and I get canceled or something.
Yeah. Anyway.
I have no impulse control.
I know. You have gotten better. I'm less worried about you saying something now, but yeah, I know that at any given moment you're going to pull out some weird shit. And
as long as it's not in front of the wrong person. Bound to happen, though, right?
Bound to happen.
Damn it.
But life of a comedian.
Cops really get my frontal lobe going. That's why I try.
Oh, yeah. You were just waiting to get pulled over so you can say some really stupid shit. And that's when I know you're really going to be on some shit. And that's when I'll get worried. I'll start getting a little sweaty. I remember... we went to the pool hall. I was like 5 months pregnant, so I was just DD. And, we had just gotten my SUV, and I didn't know how the lights worked on it, so I was driving without headlights. Or what are they called? Tail lights. Remember when we got pulled over? And I rolled down all the windows. They weren't tinted, so I don't know how I rolled them down. And I was like, hi, just talking to and I heard the other officer say, "It's okay, sir. You can relax." And I go like this, and you are just like this on the dash. Like all hunched up like this. And I was like...
I mean, this was at a time, though, when every time you opened up your phone, it was somebody new getting shot.
Yeah.
And it was like bad. It's like typically they were bad shoots.
Yeah. And you were a little...
Not that those don't happen now, but...
You were a little litty coming from, and I looked over and I saw you like this with your hands on the dash, and I was like, And he just kept telling you, "It's okay, sir. You can relax." And you didn't look at him. You didn't say nothing. And I was just like,
I'm going to get my license and insurance now.
"No, you didn't need anything. They needed it for me. You stayed frozen because you were in the passenger.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember.
You just stayed hunched over like a raccoon." And I was like, embarrassed, and I didn't know what to do because I did not expect you to do that. I just you could have just sat there and there because it was just about my lights,
I'm gonna be way worse next time.
I know, right? And you weren't even the spotlight; they were just there to.
I didn't have money to pay no tickets back then. I was really not trying to get no tickets.
Anyway, I know you're gonna act a fool.
Do you think? Because I think, but I want to know if you think. Do you think that because I'm 35 now, and kids watch social media and stuff, right? Like kids, for whatever reason, the social media people are like, when we were kids and we saw Britney Spears or whatever, like those kids watch some female content creator, like those girls, I'm sure.
One of the dancing TikTok types.
Right, D'Amelio or whatever, and that's like a goddess to them, right, or whatever. Like Britney Spears was to our generation. Or anyway, do you think that not like in terms of like some sort of holy individual or whatever, but do you think there's kids out there that think that I'm an adult when they see my videos, or do you think that do you think like, oh man, this is a 35-year-old that has it all figured out? This is like an adult, when they see me? No? Okay. You think it's going to happen eventually?
That they're going to look at you like an adult that has your shit together?
Yeah.
Not looking the way you do, no.
No. Okay.
And to be fair, you don't. So
I know, but I'm saying as like a teen, they like half of them want to be social media people. I feel like if it was me, thinking about how old I thought my mother was at 35. Look at Unc.
Yeah, they think you an unk. But
look at Unc. Unc getting some likes on his stuff.
Yeah, but it's so hard to say because hold on.
You see them though
I yawned and now I got tears.
You see those kids when we're out in public though. They're like they don't act like I'm Unc. They're like super giddy and stuff like that. So
yeah, I think they think that you're like a grown up. I don't think they think you're old.
Right, but I mean like I think maybe they think I'm like an adult that doesn't do this. Like I'm like an adult.
I think kids are so naive that they think that people are what they are on the internet.
Okay, that's actually probably the most accurate thing. I just want to fool people,
Yeah, I don't think that's what I'm saying. You have your
I'm mature.
Your red flag is that you can only think how you think. Like you can't think about like how other like you think that you are a grown up that acts 17. So you would also think a 12-year-old boy would think that you're a grown up that acts 17. You know what I mean? That 12-year-old boy has no concept of what it is to be 17. That kid thinks you're a grown up and he thinks you're old as fuck because you're a grown up.
The average age of my viewers, by the way, is 34. So
I was gonna say you also don't really have kids that watch your stuff.
I know,
but
I'm saying
it's people like you that watch you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're getting them Facebook moms.
Man, that's all I want. It was like that demographic. I have like all the demographics except the Facebook white moms. I feel like I'm slowly starting to
getting them now. You're welcome.
Slowly starting to get in there.
Yeah, because you got one in the hot seat. I'm your in.
You're my key.
Yeah. I'm your token white Facebook mom.
You don't even have any Facebook friends.
I do. Don't make me tell you how many Facebook friends I got.
You don't, stop it. How many Facebook friends do you have?
I think like 400 and something.
No way.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I don't even know that many people.
I have 593 friends.
How? How's that possible? Don't you have to accept them?
Yeah.
So these are people that you've carried with you throughout your life. Then these are people that you like from high school, your first job. Interesting.
My last job.
I would love to have a Facebook like that, but then again, I wouldn't. I don't have a Facebook like that.
Yeah, I don't actually have any. None of these are like my real friends besides our sisters.
Yeah.
Which obviously I don't need them on Facebook.
I feel like I
don't post anything on
I'd be
Facebook.
really annoyed with all the high school people judging me.
Facebook is just for me to like.
Your Facebook feed is entirely ads.
I know. But every once in a while someone will post something that's like cringy and funny and it just really brightens my day. And then I can move on with my life. Like, they post a little AI picture that doesn't look anything like them. Or they post some odd inspirational quote that doesn't pertain to them at all and is very ironic and, something like that. I tried to join one of the mommy groups on Facebook, but it was so brain dead stuff that it was just like...
Do you think that maybe you think that because you think you're better than them and you're just part of the problem that you hate?
No, it's like actually like no brain, no frontal lobe, like...
I know, but maybe that's not true. Maybe you are just part of the problem. Maybe you are the problem.
No. It's like...
They have friends. You don't.
Yeah, they have other brainless friends. They just got like...
So you don't have any friends because...
They just got fart bubbles in their head.
Because you just have too much of a brain, honey.
Hello, mamas. Looking for some advice. This is the rash my son has had for like 6 weeks, and it seems to be getting worse. What do you think I should do? TIA. And none of them are like, take your kid to the fucking doctor. What are you talking about? Like,
what is TIA?
Thanks in advance. They all put that. TIA. Like,
ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, they all do TIA, right? Do not want to take him to the doctor, only doing holistic at-home remedies. And it's like your kid has like chicken pox, dude. What do you...
Yeah.
Take him to the doctor. Has a 104-degree fever, but I think he'll be fine. Sending him to school. Oh, one was, I think I even showed you because it was so silly. Ready?
Yeah.
It's raining out tomorrow. Yuck. Are we still... Oh, it was cold. It was cold.
Oh.
It was like a cold day. That was like... Maybe,
yeah, are we still taking our kids to school? And it was like 60 or something. 57?
I think it was like 50s and maybe raining.
Okay.
And she was like, are we still taking our kiddos to school? Our mamas, are we still taking our kiddos to school tomorrow?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
I remember you showing me being like, why wouldn't they take their kids to school?
Yeah. Like, it was a winter day in Florida. Yeah. So, what the fuck is wrong with people that just walk around talking on speakerphone? Right? What do you think is actually wrong with those people?
They're awesome.
I was at gymnastics and this lady had her phone like this, but she was talking to somebody on her Apple Watch and she's like, yeah, no, I got you on my watch right now while I'm looking at this. Like, on our gymnastics is very small.
Yeah.
Like, I get it wasn't like a super private phone call that she happened to be on.
So,
but like,
so weird.
So weird to have like you on speakerphone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've honestly been trying to wrap my mind around, like, why? Can you think of a reason why someone would do that? Because I think your family does it.
I know.
Your people do this. So.
I don't know why they do that.
And honestly.
Sorry that we inconvenience your life.
No, but honestly, it's like always your people, right? Like, have you ever seen...
It's always my people.
Have you ever seen a Cuban person hold the phone up like that? Besides, like, maybe your father. Have you seen, like, a Cuban person hold it up like this and talk? Or is it always like, bueno, lo que pasó? Like,
yeah.
Bueno, lo que pasó? Like that, like that.
Yeah, it's usually that.
What's the whole...
I've seen this on speaker.
Oh, this one... Cubans love to do this on speaker. I don't know what it is. But this on speaker is at least funny. Right?
Yeah.
This, oigo. Like, this is, yeah. And they're way too close to you.
I do that. But I just...
Not while you're waiting in line at Walgreens.
No, of course not.
Standing way too close.
I'm going to start doing it, though.
Standing way too close to the person in front of you. I mean, there is something charming about it because, like, I'm obviously accustomed to the culture, but sorry. And it's always like that too. It's like, like,
So good.
but like 10 times louder. It's
So
very
good.
Miami, and I think that's what it is. A lot of people from Miami come over here.
We live so close.
Yeah.
You look very pretty.
Thank you. You look very sexy with your robe all open like that.
Thank you.